Greetings. Welcome to Strangeness, brought to you by the Twilight Zone, brought to you by Fifth Dimension. Greetings. Just did upload with no Neutron. Made some interesting discoveries. Going to have another broadcast tomorrow night because I feel like we need to continue where we're at. Basically, healing the reptilian connections. Freeing ourselves from reality. Whatever this is. Yeah, it's a lot more complicated than some might think. But it might not be always the most understanding everything. I think I mentioned this before. I can't remember everything. I can't remember everything I say, but I say a lot, so I can't remember everything. But it's basically, you want to break out of the matrix. You want to, undo this programming call. I always point that direction. I'm not sure why the hell I do that, but I just feel the matrix is over there for some reason. It's wherever. I got to point somewhere, I guess. But either way, yeah, just trust your energies. Trust what's coming through you. What do you feel? You're not, going within is obviously not the easiest. Connecting to your Martian aspects, your Anunnaki self, giant lifetimes, whatever it might be, just to name a few. But just this isn't part of the program. The program is to keep humanity enslaved. So you disconnect everything. Yeah, I mean, you can monitor, watch it, whatever, but realize it's just a TV show of the third dimension. It's a movie, third dimensional movie. So you just kind of like, yeah, I mean, you gotta live in this world somehow, watch a movie, whatever it might be. That's nothing wrong with that. But realize also you can disconnect from it and go within. It's like, wow, watch this movie. Let me dive into myself. And what does that movie really look like? There. It takes some time to do that. It's not the easiest, obviously. Now, in the title of this, yeah, I'm doing more secret space programs, so it just feels like it's the right direction for right now. I'll give you my perspective of it. It might not be your normal perspective, but it doesn't matter. It's information. For some, it's an activation. It's like they feel more at home outside the planet than here. So, and realize also that all these crazy stories is usually at a fourth dimensional level. If you look at it from a third dimensional level, it looks like it's all fake and television and it's all entertainment. Look at a fourth dimensional level, that's the real world. That's not easy to decipher that. It's very complex because the elite work from a higher dimensional level. That's why they can screw around with us so easily. We're just pawns. And connecting to that is it's not simple. And by the way, I think Alex Jones is losing his mind. I saw a couple of things on Alex Jones. I'm not looking for it. I'll find it in my YouTube feed. He is losing his fucking mind. Alex Jones, if you're interested. Yeah, I think he's going mentally self-destructing. Things aren't going his way, so he's mentally blowing himself up. I just showed up out of nowhere when me bringing that up. Alright, so Secret Agent and also Andromeda came through, which I did not, that was not planned, but Secret Agent was planned. I think it was from yesterday. I got a download. I was waiting for here to go into that. But before that, it's basically, I felt it yesterday too, breaking through the matrix a little bit more, healing the reptilian manipulations, not going to war with them, and I just feel like I'm getting closer. Not today, I didn't feel that, but yesterday I felt it. Today I just felt I was in zombie land, but I feel a little bit more. I like that feeling. It feels good, but you don't always have it. Because it feels like your even fourth dimension energies came through around Wednesday, having different perspectives for that. by healing the war, because it is a reptilian planet. You know, how to find that, just so see how humans are acting. They're all pissed off at each other, to kick each other's ass. It's all reptilian energies. It's pretty obvious the decay of our planet. We're basically worrying through reptilians, what they've been through. Like some of it, what they've been through is like 100% of hell. And there obviously are worlds where that does exist, but this world's a balancing point. This world is very important in this universe, because it really took a lot of risks. It did everything what other worlds won't do. We took all the garbage from other species here. We needed it for our advancement. We're here to advance the human race, because a lot of worlds won't do this. A lot of Palladian worlds don't know how to do it. Feels like they'll like have a reptilian presence around there. It feels like some of them are just pick up some Palladian worlds are just so friendly. You couldn't you couldn't do that to their worlds. They're just so happy to say, "Oh, I'm just happy to see you." It's like it doesn't work there apparently. On some of them it doesn't. That's pretty funny. Like, it's Mr. Rogers' world. You want to be my neighbor? Sure. They probably. So it didn't work there. Syrian worlds, imagine they got close to it. So, but here is, of course, this world came from another universe, another reality, and it was the next step of evolution. It was calling. It feels like also this world, it was calling the reptilians to. It was like we got this world all set up for you. Come on down. So it's actually calling for them. And then as soon as they thought it was theirs, it got hijacked. But then those beings that hijacked this planet, they made friends with. Felines is one of them. I think there are others, but I feel more feline there, but either way. Alright, go into that a little bit later. It's a little bit complicated. It's like you gotta figure it out individually too. It's kind of a weird, you gotta make peace with the planet, release the programming, realize there are worlds that are much, we're helping the human race improve itself. Do not go to world. What I saw was, I'm kind of recapping from the radio show, because I saw Nordic beings going to a red sun, a reptilian sun, and destroying it. And it was some influence from the reptilians a little bit, because they didn't understand each other. The Nordics and the reptilians did not understand each other. They didn't like the connection. So it's like, we don't like you, you're weird, we're just gonna wipe out your sun and hope you guys go away. Something like that didn't happen. It seems like it was in another universe, which is interesting. Usually I don't see stuff like that. I figure it was in this universe. I don't think it was. So this is like from one universe to another universe to here. So anybody that says the human's the only thing, oh, we invented the human here, think again. No, this is for this universe, it's, I mean, it might have came through this might be the feline version of it, through the Lyrans, but there's countless other versions of it. This is nothing new. I mean, everyone has their little take to it and all that, but humans technically it's an old creation, but for this galaxy, for this universe, it's still new, and it's going through new things that others have not traveled through. So I guess a lot of worlds like this have not gotten this far. A lot of them have pretty much destroyed themselves by now. So we're making progress. And it's true. I feel like internally, like society-wise, I mean, no, it's not perfect, but other worlds that went through this just deteriorate and destroy. And there are other human worlds that went through this and just wiped themselves out. So we're making progress. I want to connect more with the reptilian connection, releasing it, healing the reptilian connections, and healing the matrix. Doesn't mean you're going to get out of it, but at least you'll see things a little bit more clearly. That's the idea. Not get mad about old things that you normally get mad at. Just find solutions instead of anger. Not the easiest, because manipulations is there to, they manipulate you to, they're testing you basically, obviously. But They're just trying to bring you down to your low. And yeah, this is the thing I didn't say in the past, is a suicide means they won. Just let that sit with you. So yeah, it is to get your soul. It is. They're out to get your soul, and if you suicide, they own you. So it means they won. You're another pawn for them, another loss for you, for humanity. So those that say suicide's great and everything, well, I think again about that. Different perspective. I mean, obviously some souls do go through suicide and are out to help people, but then people say, oh, maybe suicide isn't so bad after all. So, but once again, you have to make that choice. It's another version of the test. And, you know, they do get a lot of power through assistance, but there's a lot of other stuff there. Kind of keeping you in the matrix in some ways. Let me tell you, opening up to the higher dimensions, you're going to get the biggest mind fuck. It's like, you open up your brain, it's like pure insanity. It's good, but most people here on the program won't be able to handle it. So it's through fantasy, it's through imagination. That is the higher realms. That is where we're heading. So everything matters. Just because what you're connected to someone else isn't connected to does not make it wrong. That's the thing. People say, oh, I don't feel that must be wrong. That's not true. Might not be right for you, but you know, everybody operates on a different wavelength. So just to cancel, because that's what our society does. Oh, that's not right, that's wrong. See where our society is going? Nowhere, because it doesn't know what the fuck it's doing. How's that going for you? Not well. Alright, we're going to go into other stuff in a second. I'm going to, for those that are new to all this, if you haven't lost your freaking mind, or haven't got there yet, I have private sessions throughout the week. Learn about your, wherever you want to learn about, learn how to channel and be weird. We have Google Hangout, Zoom, and channeling by phone. It's all recorded, hopefully. Usually, we have the questions around 7 days for delivery. I think I might be a little bit sooner than that, but hard to say. We have this same situation here, and we have other channels and heroes that do recommend. We have Social Network. We have the Rabbit. Actually, the Rabbit is what helped me discover some of this, what we're about to go into. I'm not going to go into full details because that's kind of a secret. I'm going to spoil the whole thing because I know people out there really want to know, but yeah, I don't want to give that away. But so with the secret agent energies, I believe I'm part of that. Reason being, because I kind of, you can say, the group I'm with isn't very clear. Now, some might say it's positive or negative. Say whatever you want to get. I don't care. They don't even make themselves known to me. I need to connect to Ashtar Command, to connect to the Syrians, to connect to different species. Doesn't really matter. The idea, I guess I'm connected to some magic group. It doesn't matter. I just showed up. Basically, it's like coming in, incarnating. I'm not going to go into full details of this, but I give you kind of a shade of it. What you, those that have been following me for a long time can kind of put the. I'm not going to put the pieces all together because I'm not going to go maybe in the future, but in a documentary or something like that. But either way, yeah, we're going to be super vague here, but. Basically, my group was watching another channeling group, and let them grow, let them do their thing. And then I got activated by them because I saw one of their channelings. Like, out of all the channelers out there, I see one from their group. It's like, okay, so, and I start, investigating all this. Like, I don't know what the hell I'm getting involved with, but it's pretty intriguing. I've heard about channeling, I've seen channeling. Never thought I'd be doing it, because I thought you had to have a weird voice and all of that, and just it wasn't right time for me to connect with. Let's put it that way. But with this group, this channeling group, So I did a video, I sent it to them, ended up doing an interview with them, and then do webinars with that group, and here we are. So basically infiltrated them, and that's how I figured it out. There's a little bit more. The rabbits connected to it too, but I'm not going to reveal that. So kind of like, because I mimicked a lot of stuff that they did, and they're all pissed off at me. I don't really care. It's like, when dark operates, light comes in. Even if people don't like the light, whatever, it doesn't matter. Believe what you want to believe in. The idea is we are going in, because the dark is obviously quite sophisticated. And of course they've been calling me dark and doing this and that, yada yada yada. That's fine. Doesn't really matter. What matters is humanity coming out of the coma. Now when I connected to this, I felt we're getting closer to a disclosure. Not yet, but we're getting closer to it. We're like unraveling the combination of manipulation here. And things are going to get, strange. At least information wise. It's necessary. It's like you're reschooling yourself for what the hell's out there. Now, I think more of the third eye is going to start opening on individuals that are ready for this. And you just become, it's like, wow, that makes sense. You know, you just get like an activation word. That makes sense. Oh, wait a minute. You know, like when I go to Disney and stuff like that, it's an activation for the future, not for now. Because I did see Disney filled with channelers, actually. I don't know if it's going to be in my lifetime. But because they're just channeling out the garbage. You know, I don't think anybody's riding any rides, but maybe they are. But they're channeling out all the manipulations. Cleansing the shit out of that place, because it does have a lot of magic there. It is part of the awakening, but it's also part of the shutting. It's to awaken and to keep people closed down, because it's connected to the magic of the soul. So Universal's more like the Illuminati, you know, the back end, picking up any stragglers that are just super dark and don't want to be around all that prissy stuff. That's from what I gathered from that. So, but with this secret agent group, now Andromeda showed up, so obviously they're involved with it. I wouldn't even say they're with God, I cannot remember his name. Oh, it doesn't matter. I can't remember his name. It's been a while. Doesn't matter. But either there's a contactee. I cannot remember. Alex Collier. Yeah, I think I'm part of his group because he was one of the first people I found on this stuff, but never really connected to channeling or anything. I'm probably not the only ones. When I like 2008 or something like that, heard about reptilians. I think I'm part of that group in some shape or form. I guess I'm part of all groups, I guess. This group is not part of the secret space program. It's a different program. It's a secret agent program. It's kind of like underneath it. It goes unseen. So let's put it that way. There is cloning. Nancy Pelosi, I think, has been trying to shut it down. And Astral. That's why sometimes she comes up. I just see her trying to sabotage it. Hillary Clinton, I think Nancy Pelosi is at a higher ranking than Hillary Clinton, only because Nancy Pelosi is in political power and Hillary is on the sidelines. So, one reason why you have Nancy Pelosi at that level, because she's Anunnaki, high ranking, and kind of in the shadows, but not really. She's not running for office or anything. I think she ran for office to get that. I don't know how that works, but it doesn't matter. She's overviewing, so she's watching everything. She's far from the people. Well, yeah, I don't think even Nancy Pelosi is truly there. I think somebody else is there. There's other being, because, you know, I think the soul of her is kind of gone, because I don't think she's that soulless. Because she's pretty bad. And I think there's other reptilian, there's other beings that are playing that. It's just, there's influence there, let's put it that way. With this secret group like the Double Agent 007 something, it's not that, but obviously this is more of the grungy operation. It's not all glamorous, it's far from it. It's like it's down and dirty, and it was done, in secret, obviously. More the secret space program or the secret agent program that nobody really knows about. I don't even know the group I'm even connected to, but one thing for sure, incarnated with the Zetas was like armor. You need protection. You need to be able to handle this. That was the other thing. Being a loner was important too, because part of the program. Technology is, like at least you can go in technology and sort of have a life, but not really. It's almost like you have to be on a deserted island. It's like, go sit on a deserted island until the time is right. So it's like, because I was disconnected from the programs of sports, pretty much everything. Even relationship, just disconnected from everything. It's like, talk about an assignment that sucks. It's like, when you really look at it, it's like, it's pretty down there in the gutter, but necessary for this. It's kind of like a Navy SEALs type of thing. We're out in the mud like forever. It's kind of like that. You don't always know who you're responding to or you're connecting to. I don't know that, but I know like the Illuminati strings that are running some of these spiritual groups are being heavily watched, and I'm not sure where they're gonna go, but some of them are dark intentions. They might seem like positive on the outside, but dark intentions, I'm not sure where that's gonna go. I'm not part of it. I'm no threat, but somebody out there. I'm like the warning, but I'm not. I'm a softball. I'm nothing. But I'm like, you see this here? Somebody else is coming behind. I don't know who the hell it is, but I ain't involved. So I don't know when they're gonna come either. So it's just those that are doing kind of shady stuff. You gotta be careful, or just do the comfort of that. Who knows? Unless they break everything down and shut down, who knows? I'm not involved. I'm staying out of that. It's kind of hard to do that when things are real lucrative. So obviously there are many watching, that's for damn sure. Obviously people are watching me, but what the hell are they gonna watch? Fuck, go right ahead, if I care. So there's nothing to see here. Just insanity. So yeah, the secret program is there's probably at different levels of it. CIA in some cases. Now with these reptilian manipulations here, or program, we heard warning from them to make peace with them. Basically, before I came online too, I had a message. I was connecting more to them in a more neutral way, I could put it that way. A way with no war, more information. Let's see, even the archangels get manipulated by them occasionally because they're helping too much. You can't get an easy download as long as the reptilians and the Federation alien groups here all agree, because reptilians really run a lot of the Federation groups, what comes and goes here, because they won the war, they won us over, they won the bet, whatever you want to call it. They run our consciousness for the most part. They don't make all the rules, but the big rules are basically, let's put it this way, for them to be seen, or aliens to be seen here, the reptilians play a big role in where that happens. I just got it right, so I got a yes from that. So yeah, it's like, you gotta look at it from a different perspective. Now it doesn't mean that they're going to have a big show here, far from it. They don't want sightings here for obvious reasons. Some get through it, they do shoot them down. It's done in a different dimension. where the crash landed. They do shoot some of these down. They certainly do. But it's a level of insanity that your average human that's in the third dimension thinking, trying to analyze everything intellectually, good luck with that. Yeah, you're I mean, if you have to have a real open mind. I mean, you have to have your mind open like 10 times more than open. But with the let's see here. With the reptilian federations, basically, obviously they feel humans are weak. They're not worthy of anything. But as you do like knock on their door and want to know more about them, they will listen. And they'll listen but not answer the door or something like that. So they're listening to the calls. So now what comes next is a gradual, I would say, for them, they're going to let some information come and go. They're testing the waters to see how humans are going to be to receive this. That was the other thing. When every time I get like obviously I talk about alien disclosure here and there. And it's like, man, I see this happen, I see that happen, and nothing happens. Those are part of the other missions I'm part of on other versions of Earth. Now there are possibilities that can come here, but we got a long ways to go. Basically, humanity's in the dumpster, according to them. But doesn't mean it. Basically, like talk show hosts, obviously, anything that's entertainment of negativity, shows are just keeping the show going. The reptilians love the talk show hosts because they're just super negative. It might not be funny, but the idea is that you keep the mind control going on in the audience. So a lot of people aren't going to believe this because it's like they just don't believe that there's aliens here using humans like puppets. But they are. Well, there's different ways of looking at it, but as you awaken, you just it's time to open up the curtain, see the Wizard of Oz, basically. And Oz, let's see, they don't really want to be seen yet. They want information to come through to see how people will digest it. Like the secret space program, they say some of it's a crock of shit that they made up to control people, but not all of it. They are the secret space program, the reptilian beings. They are theirs. I mean that they're the ones that want the main attention. Well, they don't, but they do. If you're going to give them credit, you might as well give it to them. But yeah, there's other forces out there. They just don't want to give them credit, basically. So basically, there'd be a shift for more knowledge to come through. They're real hesitant, but they are. They're once again testing the waters. Now, I realize many people are afraid of reptilian energy being here and actually being here and seeing them in the public eye. Once again, that keeps them hidden and keeps the program going. So they know how it works, and they, it feels like My Little Pony would be a different story. Everybody wants to see that. But a reptilian being is a whole nother story. People are going to be freaking freaked out. But that's, they're the main orchestrators of all of this. Yeah, they use Archon energies. Of course, the Archons screw with them all the time too. But the reptilians are basically, kind of running humans like puppets. They do have, every reptilian being has a certain family group of human assigned to them, so they kind of keep an eye on like a supervisor. And anytime that anybody wakes up, of course, they get freaking pissed. And they show their aggravation. They piss off a family member or somebody, whoever they can aggravate over nothing, to keep it, keep the family kind of shut down. So they usually go after the children, of course, because they're the weakest ones, to manipulate those energies around them. Because they hurt the children, the family gets hurt, and you stay in the program. So they wonder why children are always the attack, is because of that, to keep you in the system. So when you wake up to the system, your senses open up more, and you just become more understanding of all this. Basically allowing more insanity. So People don't believe it, but you know, if you're open-minded, what the hell, right? It's nothing, not gonna hurt you. It might wear you out, but they've already hurt us already by driving us crazy. You know, they try to, you know, they go into our minds. Basically, they're doing like what the Carians did. The Carians do, they basically want you to, the Carians, the self-suicide stuff came from the Carians. And the reptilians just advanced it. The Carians just want to, they want to show a race how weak they truly are. Because they want to be the dominant race. There's another race beyond the Carians, but not showing themselves. I would say like a god energy, that's like the evil gods. Fucking A, man. What the fuck? That's shit. Like a super race of beings that are just like they can shapeshift. I would say the shapeshifters, but I digress. Yeah, it's I'm not going to that Wild West, but it does seem like shapeshifters are involved with this too. It goes back to the gods in the long run, not the Greek ones, but higher dimensional beings, like in the 7th and 8th dimension. Let's put it that way. They're playing us like pawns, basically, but we also advance them. You know, we help them. The more they suppress us, the more we advance ourselves and them. I think we heal them more than advance them, but it's bringing balance. It's a very messed up balance, but it's a balance. It's a necessary balance. You know, it's like taking darkness and light and mashing it together. It's like it has to, you know, you need them both to survive. So one being becomes super dark, you do something terrible to somebody else, that person forgives the dark being, you find light within yourself, and you just send out healing and you just grow. You heal the darkness within yourself when you do that, and you just improve. You just bring more light to yourself. When darkness happens to you, you can release that darkness and bring more light into yourself. That makes sense. So it's basically bringing a balance, and balance sucks. At least on this world, it's hard. So yeah, the Carians basically have many slave worlds that they don't want on other universes, other dimensions. They do even slave the Archons. They've even mastered their energies on some realities. Obviously, the other beings more powerful than the Carians, but the Archons play a big role. But either way, so if our understanding here is, yeah, it's basically unlocking the Matrix. Is reptilian now. Before all this, the ancient sites too, like Angkor Wat, is another place that has a lot of reptilian energies there. I believe positive reptilian energies there. They got hijacked and went to more of a negative energy. Of course, the history of it's probably, I don't know a whole lot about Angkor Wat, but a lot of the history is so. Angkor Wat is a portal area. It has a lot of just different vibrations, but it did get pulled into the darkness. But before that, it left its structures at least, and basically showing they're coming back eventually. That's in Cambodia, if you're wondering where that is. It's just when I looked up ancient sites, Angkor Wat spoke to me. So there's a lot of zeta energies there. It's basically like your superhuman there. Your what is it? What is it? Yeah, just your superhuman. I can't think of the words. I'm burned out. Either way. Yeah, your advanced human basically was there in that time period. So how to heal this it goes down to the reptilian origins. Make friends with those vibrations. Do what you don't have to, but you know, that's where it comes down to in the long run. And then this matrix starts to break down slowly. Yep. And your third eye will eventually, it just gotta make peace with these beings. They attack, go right ahead, shit if I care. Do your worst. Yeah, those beings that attack me got sent off the planet, I feel. I'll be visiting them in a positive way, but not no time soon. It's like, let's get through this first. Yeah, the thing that drives me most is like, because I can feel the other worlds by reptilian, at least what they've been through, are harder. The hell they've been through. So connecting to the hell they've been through kind of makes this look like a walk in the park. That was the other thing that kind of gave me the awakening. It's like, the idea is to break the matrix energy, right? So you feel what the reptilians went through. A lot of torture, no comfort at all. Just, comfort is very deceptive here, actually. It's obviously to keep you in this reality. It's to keep you part of, this program. The less comfort, the more you would want to be out of this. So if everybody was sleeping on the street as they have in the past, I believe people are more awakened back then too. But not awakened, but where our contract is coming up, to break the contract with what's going on here. So yeah, growing up is going to be hard to do. See, a lot of reptilians obviously don't want us to awaken, but many feel it just as well. At least give us information, because a lot of people aren't going to believe it. So they figure, what the hell? It's like those that do awaken do deserve it. Of course, you'll be very alone. It's like, how can you tell? It's like, you're gonna tell this shit to. I mean, it's not like you're going to get on a spaceship and fly away far from it. Well, we should understand this reality a little bit more. The idea is to make peace with this reality, even if the Super Bowl and all this nonsense. It's just obviously want to keep you here. There's nothing wrong with comfort, but comfort has been very much a deception, with good reason, to keep us in the system. But basically what the reptilians have been through, they've just been through basically hell, just called garbage all the time, and just put in slave camps, pretty much like our world. So they want us to go through slavery. They want to give us an idea what they've been through. Suicide was very, very known in their cultures. So obviously it showed the weak, and it's just a nightmare. Hell on earth, basically, or hell on their planets. Imagine a world that rains all the time, and it's just mold and just disease and just not healthy ever. That's the reality they come from. So obviously, it's, like the alligators, they sleep in the, they're in the moats and all that, and cats are in the house, all comfortable and all. Felines are another story. So. Alright, so I'll leave it with that. I got enough going on. Alright, much love, blessings, everyone. Hopefully, if anything else comes through, I'm going to do some channel text in the future. Not now, but I'm getting there. I also have the book that'll be coming out soon. I think it's good enough. It still can be a little bit more tweaked, but I've had enough of tweaking it. I think it's good enough, so. Alright, take care, and back tomorrow. Much love.